Then at this point, let's take a look at the top. Again, the rosette is already installed, and on the back side of the top you'll see all the bracing is in place. Now let's just talk about the terminology. You have a shoulder brace, you have the X brace, you have the two finger braces, and then the two lower tone braces, and then you have the bridge plate on the back side. So what I want to do is put a center line, and each of the tops is a little bit different, and I can tell you some tops are very easy to spot that center line. Some are very difficult, so you have to kind of really take a look. This one was actually pretty simple to do. But with that center line, put your top face down, and at this point I'm going to flip this upside down. There's a couple of goals. I want to line that up with the center line, but on the back side of this neck plate you want to come right up to the top side of that shoulder brace and then just push it forward just a bit. You don't want to have contact between the back side of the neck plate and that shoulder brace, as it could provide or could produce a vibration that it's going to be almost irreversible at that point to address. So just by pushing the body forward just a little bit, and I would say maybe a 1/16 of an inch, certainly not a 1/4 of an inch, just a little bit. So use the banding down this end to line up your center line, and then where the two veneers meet down the other end, use that as your center line. Now at this point, don't move the body on the top. You want to go ahead and start marking the ends of the braces, including the tone braces. I'm also going to make a mark for the waist. You'll notice that the top is actually quite a bit bigger than the body, so we're going to have a waist cut that we'll do on the bandsaw. To make that cut, just simply hold the pencil right up against the body and just start to draw this line around the perimeter of the guitar. This will give you a little stronger than an 1/8 all the way around as extra material. Now the one last step that you want to bring in is moving the ends of the X brace and the ends of the shoulder brace onto the sides of the body. So just make these last couple of marks. You'll notice that I have not marked on the body for the two lower tone braces. I want to point out that the only braces that come in contact with the body itself are the ends of the shoulder braces and the ends of the X braces. These two tone braces are cut so that they're on the inside of the lining itself. Okay, same with the finger braces, those should automatically come inside the body. Once you've marked the sides, you really want to kind of bring those marks up a little bit onto the top so that they're a little bit easier to see. And at this point, I'm going to just use a straight edge and connect those points. And again, the reason we're doing this is we're marking where exactly the pockets are going to be. What I've done is actually marked the side. I've connected those 2 points for the shoulder, and then I've X'd out really the lining that will be cut out. I don't have the depth cut yet because we don't have the shape of the braces finalized yet. We'll do that in a later step. But again, we'll connect the locations for the X braces. Make sure you're connecting the right braces. I've seen some folks where you're connecting a top of a shoulder brace with an X brace. So just make sure you're paying attention as you're running through these measurements. And again, just X out those lining areas just so it's easy visual to see this. So essentially the body's ready to go. Okay, now I want to point out something back on the top. Remember, we marked where the outside edge, this line here that we marked is the outside edge of the guitar. But where this brace actually sits is on the lining itself, not on the side. So the thickness of the side is what we have to move that measurement in by. And it's a strong 16, a light 8. So it's just that thickness of the side is what you want to mark the X braces and the shoulder braces on both sides. And that will be your trim line when you actually go to use the Japanese saw to cut the ends of those braces. Now on the tone braces, we can move that in the full thickness of the side to again bring those tone braces inside the guitar. Again, they're not sitting on the lining. So at this point we've done all of the marking that will get us to our next step, which will start scalloping and cutting pockets for, in the lining for the braces.